What animal would be the most terrifying if it could speak? Oh, that's really good. What animal? Um, what animal is literally terrified? Like, which animal do you think which is kind of like a very terrified? Okay, so there are a couple of the animal. I'm literally scared, but um, if they could talk, it could be very scary. What that animal would be? Uh, what I don't know. Like I haven't really scared about the animal. Like if the animal came closer, then I will scared. Yeah, definitely. But I never really think that if the animal could speak, then I could be kind of like a very scary about that. Or like, is this exactly the same question? Now, what animal would you the most terrifying if you could speak? Okay, wait. Sometimes now I just have to understand this question because it's the things that I understand. It's kind of like a something really different than कौन सा जानवर सबसे भयानक होगा यदि वह बोल सके ओह दैट्स इट ना डूड ओके सो कौन सा जानवर सबसे भयानक होगा और यदि वो बोल सके भयानक होगा So basically, is this thing ki the scariest thing about the animal is about his personality. He's about that ki how it looks. Okay, like he's a big. He has kind of like a something really big claws. It has kind of like a something really big mouth. It can run fast. Obviously, you will kind of like scared of that animal. Okay, but I never really think that कि I could be scared about some animal that could speak. अगर वो बोल सके तो मैं डर सकूंगा लाइक बेसिकली हाँ अगर वो एनिमल बोल रहा है देन आई कुड बी काइंड ऑफ लाइक अ टेरिफाइड फॉर दैट नो डेफिनेटली नॉट ओके बट इज दिस थिंग कि विच एनिमल काइंड ऑफ लाइक समथिंग रियली वेरी I don't know at this moment I never really kind of like it's a very weird question okay not weird question dude you just have to be understand this question okay uh, I think it would be parrot. Okay. Like I will not be scary, but it will be kind of like a little bit fun to talk to the parrot. Okay. Yeah. That key. But what could you talk to the parrot? Okay, like parrot can talk. Like basically so like I watched some sort of videos on YouTube that the parrot says fuck you. Some of the owner teach them what to say. So they do such thing like that. Uh, uh, ओके सो बट लेट मी टेल यू वन थिंग ना कि यूजुअली बात कर सकेंगे लाइक बेसिकली इफ आई कुड स्पीक दे कुड स्पीक इफ आई कुड स्पीक इंग्लिश दे कुड स्पीक इंग्लिश देन आई डोंट नो लाइक बेसिकली लेट मी टेल यू वन थिंग have you heard the voice of dolphins okay like basically if you just go to the google and go to the youtube and search about the dolphin sound the dolphin sound is a kind of like a something really very different okay and kind of like a something really that ना कि उनकी ओरिजिनल आवाज़ ही इतनी ब्यूटीफुल होती है ना डूड कि you don't really mess that thing with your kind of like a something really audio and things like that no it's just I don't know like you just understand the dolphin sound it was so good dude it just like I don't know you haven't really heard that sound in maybe not in the entire lifetime but you just go to the google and just try to search about it's kind of like a something really very different than your expectation it's a very different like basically if you think that कि आपने हर तरह की आवाज सुनी है but this kind of like आवाज you haven't really heard this okay and if I wanted to replace that sound with kind of like a something really that कि they could speak their normal language that कि animation movie में दिखाए जाते हैं nah I don't know the beauty of that sound is has to be an original it not kind of like a something really that as a human understand this language so that they could speak this language so no definitely not Mhm. No, I'm not really agree with this thing okay and I don't want to change any kind of like a something really animal to speak to me and I don't know, is an animal is an animal, okay. An animal is actually meant to be not understanding, that you could tell him, or you could try to understand him what is actually well, what is actually, it's just kind of like a something really lowering some sort of things that key they could understand key, if you run you will get this, if you don't really run you will not get this, and that's why animal could understand. And it's kind of like a something really very unique way, and it is also really good, okay. If you wanted to try to teach by the verbal, or try to, I don't know. It's just like that. Na, from this moment, I don't know. It's kind of like a something really, which animal could be kind of like a something really very terrified if they could speak. From this moment, nah. Like every animal has a really beautiful voice, and just an example is that na, कि as a human, that we could say that कि as a human we have kind of like a something really very beautiful voice. That's why is this thing, because that कि we could understand as a human, we could understand as a human to each other. As animal we don't really understand, so that's why we just try to say that ki if the animal could speak then this and that, no, 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 no. Basically this thing कि चलो मान लेते कि एक giraffe है, or like there are a bunch of giraffe and they are actually talking to each other in their own language, okay. So they are actually talking to each other that कि ये कौन है बकचोद, ऐसे कर रहे वैसे कर रहे, they are looking at us वगैरह वगैरह वगैरह. So basically is this thing कि from his voice, from the the species that they could understand their voice is really good, okay. I don't want to mess any voice with any, no, for the human satisfaction, definitely not. No, their voice is really beautiful, as a kind of like a universe create that voice for that particular species is really beautiful, that okay, as a human has his own voice, another animal has his own voice, so that is cool na dude. Why should I supposed to be interfere that natural process of selection? Definitely not.